friends. Come on out, friends.
So, I mean, from Murder Party to Blue Ruin, this film came out a lot quicker, came together a lot quicker than from Murder Party to Blue Ruin. What was the idea for the story? Like, where did this come from?
Well, this has been for a decade. I was in the punk scene back in the 90s, and I always thought it was just like cool aesthetic. So I just wanted to bring the punk world together with my cinematic upbringing, which Megan and I, we've known each other since we were kids. We did a lot of zombie flicks and just splatter movies and had fun with VHS cameras. And so it was just always natural. This is like an inevitable thing, but it took a long time. And after Blue Ruin, it was like another engineered movie that was just like, it had to be artsy enough to get some festival love, but genre enough to get like some audience support. And we were all shocked when Blue Ruin got into Cannes for our world premiere, so that generated a lot of heat. And the goal was like, holy shit, we have to do something quick before they find out who we really are. And this was like, let's do it. And we found some partners and made it happen. Yeah, this is like a rare occasion where page 1 of the script was written that started November 10, 2013. We had wrapped by November 18, 2014. It's like just from 0 to murder in a year.
Now, how do you cast your villain?
That was a shit show. I'm new to this, and it's like all these foreign sales companies want X people in this, and we went through a bunch of people, and then holy shit, Patrick Stewart just saved my life. And all of a sudden, we shared a management company, someone said, how about Patrick Stewart? We're like, fuck, that was it. So I looking at the text pictures of him, I was like, oh wait, holy shit, yeah, he's perfect. And he just, he like, I'm just so grateful. He wanted a little more. He didn't want me to write goofy monologues. He didn't want more vanity. He just wanted to know more. And so Megan and I did a powwow, and we developed this whole, backstory. And it was what Patrick needed, and I just love that. It's from a professional standpoint, and it's because of the work and because of the character. And again, like, he salvaged our movie's about to hit like train wreck status. He swooped in. So, yeah, how was it from your end? Did you know about that? No.
So what attracted you to the project? I mean, this was a very different character than we've seen you play.
Well, yeah. You know how it is, the scripts arrive. This one arrived at my house in England, and it's out in the country, and it's remote, kind of remote. There are no other houses, and I settled down one evening. It was late autumn, and I started to read this, and I was about half the way through the script, and I closed it, and I got up, and I walked all around my house, locking all the doors and the windows. But before I locked the last door, I looked, and I have outside lights. I turned them all on. I was so shit scared. And I poured a large malt whiskey, and I finished the screenplay somehow, and then watch some stupid television to try to get it out of my head. The fact is that these are the movies, the only kinds of movies I wanted to see when I was a kid. And you know, back in those days, you could do what me and my pals would do when it was a rated film, where you could only be accompanied by an adult. We would stand outside the cinema, and when, you know, a guy or hopefully a couple came along, we would say, "Can you take me in? Here's the money if you buy me a ticket to go in." It's a kind of scary thing to do. And I loved these movies, and suddenly I had one in my hand, and I knew that I had to be part of it, because it would be literally a dream coming true.
What brought you to the project?
Did I fix it? God, this person was amazing. Can I just say, first of all, if you guys did Space Jam, that would be incredible. I love that movie, I love the chickening, and I just think Space Jam, you know, plus the chickening jam, I don't know. Seriously. Oh, I just really wanted to work with Jeremy, and I read the script, and I love punk music and punk bands and that scene, that world, and just found it very moving, and I just, wanted to be in this film.
And actually, about the music, did you have problems clearing any of that stuff? I mean, you're seeing like the Dead Kennedys, like the music, the images, and there's just so much stuff jammed in every frame, and you don't see that in cinema at all.
Yeah, I mean, the bands were very generous, but the way we did it was, the majority of the music in this movie is high school friends, bands, or people we knew from the scene in DC, friends of friends, and they were very generous. So we could afford some Slayer. Dead Kennedys were super great. And again, we're just supportive of the movie, and we were all shocked. We got all this together. I mean, there was lots of, wrangling last minute to get it all in place, because it does cost a lot of money. But as far as what we got, it's a dream. Again, Bad Brains during the credits, that's huge. I couldn't be happier with all the support we got from all the bands, including the friends bands from high school. That was the name rights. They were performing songs that I listened to when I was 19 in DC. That was written by good friends. This been great. And also, my first experience ever with punk was hearing a Dead Kennedys record in 1985 on a cross-country road trip. I had to tape over. I had a Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. Oh fuck, Axel F is my favorite, but so I take that thing and Doug and DK and brought it home to me. I was like, look, friends, and they're like, fuck you, man. You want to hear who's Johnny? Fuck you at the school picnic. But it's just like to see it here, the band covering Dead Kennedys, and it's a dream.
Do we have any questions from the audience here? Right here in the front.
To get a lot of you involved, what are each one of your Oasis band?
Black Sabbath.
Someone asked me earlier, so I'm going to repeat. I feel like Nat King Cole.
And let's just have a shout out. She's actually bookending our festival because she's also in Final Girls. Oasis band?
The Smiths.
That's like Pat in this situation. Now I understand what it's like when someone doesn't want to answer the question.
What is it, Anton?
Mine is, I don't know, it's gonna be either, it's like,
No. No, neither.
I gotta, it's like, just because I've listened to these tapes since I was a little kid, it's a compilation.
In the band.
Probably Ray Charles, to be honest. Like, I just listen to that shit all day. Girls Also, it's like a 50-year, 60-year discography, so.
Guns N' Roses. Or Tatum.
It would be 70s and 80s without the orchestra, just him and the piano. It would be Randy Newman.
All right, who else do we have ready? Other question? Yes.
I think so. I was not a lot of road trips for me actually. I was in a hardcore band for a while, just little trips from Alexandria, Virginia, where I grew up, to Washington, D.C. And some of those road trip stories were from friends of mine that I had passed out the wheel of the car and woken up, dew on the window. So just definitely was in that world. I wasn't like a tough guy, of course, but I was very observant and happy to be there, and I loved being physical. And I would get the shit kicked out of me in the mosh pit, the slam pit rather. Mosh pit. But yeah, so they're all very personal, including being surrounded by people who are way tougher than you. And one band in particular, out of Delaware, had a lead singer named Bundy. And he would do the pit. I mean, he would destroy people. I was terrified. And I would say they leaned a little right. But that music, that super hard music from Cowcatcher, that's the same band that scared the shit out of me in the 90s. So it's all quite personal. I was the goofy kid in the corners.
And who else do we have? On the far side there, yes, sir.
Coincidence or design that the hero and villain are Star Trek alums?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
I know that's sounding awkward, but I probably did get this chance once. Sir Patrick Stewart, we're terrifying as hell. Can I have a hug?
Midnight Madness, that could be a little unpredictable. I mean, we're not licensed for that kind of mayhem.
There's 6 or 7 people with tasers on the news. So it could be awkward. I don't know.
All right, let's get into, yes, in the middle there. Yes, you, sir.
Can I touch one of the guys from the shit gang?
Yes, the next, sir. Yeah.
I have a question for the director. Like, obviously, there's a lot of influence of '70s cinema, like Assault on Precinct, like 13, John Carpenter, like Peckinpah with the Shotgun. How does '70s cinema, specifically American '70s cinema, influence your work?
It's just that it's grounded, and it's not too glossy for me. You know, I like films like River's Edge from '86, but just like human stories that. My way into filmmaking was very tactile. It was special effects makeup and blowing shit up in my backyard and making dioramas and filming that. And so I just always loved like Carpenter movies. You know, The Thing was a huge one for me. And I did makeup all my youth. And so I just like films that have real texture and grit to them. And a very human element. And artificiality, like the lighting and the aesthetic doesn't appeal to me. So I think I definitely gravitate that. And Assault on Precinct 13 was, I actually a film I never saw. And I was scared of it because I was like, this is just like that movie, isn't it? And I had to wait until I finished the second draft in the green room to actually watch it. And I watched it for the first time and just had a ball. Because it's so base level. It's just like exploitation, and it's brilliant. It's fun. I don't need a lot of convoluted plots. It's one of those films. Green Room was designed to be intuitive. I really try not to be smart. It's like, what the hell are these idiots doing and making wrong decisions, trying to work their way out of it, and failing and flailing the whole time. So it was really fun for me to focus on something that was just not so smart and way more, gut level.
All right, let's hear it for Green Room.